Yes, I once again welcome you all of you the lecture series of microprocessors and the microcontrollers. Okay, today we are going to discuss the how to interface keyboard and display to the programmable peripheral interface or programmable in peripheral input output device 8255. There is one of the application for interfacing this 8255 PP to this keyboard as well as display. So now how to that how to interface that one, then all it is very much that whenever you want to give microprocessor to any information in the form of a program, so we require the keyboard. So the keyboard is the input device. So you want to give the information to that microprocessor, you must enter the program by using the keyboard. So once that program is executed, the result will be shown by using the display. So keyboard is the input device, display is the output device. Okay. So how these two devices are interfaced 8255 PP. Okay. So that is very much easier to interface. At the same time, there are some problems while interfacing this keyboard and displays to the 8255 PP. Now we'll discuss it. What are the problems? What are the advantages of this? Okay. Now see this. So this is the one of the keyboard is the that keyboard is the input device. Then display is the output device. Output device. So without keyboard, you are unable to enter the program to this CPU or microprocessor. So without display, you are unaware to know the so what is the output of the executed program. So that's why you require the keyboard for entering the program or given information to the CPU. Then whatever the CPU is showing that that's shown in this display. Okay. So now we are now see this some keyboard. Here we are discussing about the 4x4 keyboard. 4x4 keyboard. Here we are discussing about here a 4x4 keyboard. Okay. So some I show you just a small examples, small example. So not exactly we are connecting this device, but this type of device. But as per your convenience purpose, as per your understanding purpose, I am showing this diagram. So this is the keyboard. This is one of the keyboard. Okay. This is one of the 4x4 keyboard. This is the 4x4 keyboard. Basically, this keyboard matrix is divided into the rows and columns. See this rows and columns. This is a column. This is rows and columns. This keyboard is divided into the rows and columns. Whenever you press, this is the key. This is the key. This is the key. This is the key. Whenever you press key, something like that for suppose 3, for suppose 3, here, see 3 here, for suppose this is 3, you assume that this is 3 key. So this pointer, you see this, I am changing the pen color. See this pointer, this whenever you can press in this direction. So then this one is touches to this pointer A and B. For suppose this points A and B. So it touches both rows and columns. This key will touches whenever you press the key, that number is taken by the microprocessor. That means this key is touches to the both rows and as well as the columns. You understand how the keys are placed? Keys are placed in both rows as well as columns. Like so, this one and this one. So now this is the key. Whenever you press this key, so it touches this both. Okay, both ends, A and B ends, for suppose. So then that key is taken by that microprocessor. Otherwise, it will not take it. So it will not consider that microprocessor. So whenever you press the key, that key is touches both rows and the columns. Then only microprocessor is identified. So which rows, which column that number is connected. R1 row column 3. So it considered that number 3. So it knows that microprocessor, so that number is 3. Okay, so that's why. So you know that even our addressing. So you know that our in our microprocessor memory address is also like rows and columns. In the in this one, memory address is divided into the rows and the columns. First microprocessor is identify rows address, then after the column address. Okay. Similarly, here the keyboard in between in inner, the keyboard structure is like this. Okay. So now, so some keyboard, for example, this is the another type of the keyboard. You see, nowadays we are using this keyboard. Nowadays we are using this keyboard. Why I am showing in this keyboard? Because now the keys we are consider in this 4x4 keyboard is also like this key, like this key. Spring balanced key. Spring balanced key. Spring balanced key. 4x4 keyboard. So here this is the 4x4, but so here in this one inner it has the springs like this. Spring. So this is the end, our pressing end. You know that this like this is this one. Okay. Okay. So this is that one. So in this is the spring. You know that this is the spring. Okay. When you press this key, so when you press this, what will happen here? It touches the. So when you press this key, it touches the both A and B ends. Then after, when you release that key, when you release this key, because of the springing action, the key is moved to the initial position. So nothing but this key is open. Once you press the key, so this is spring balanced key. This is spring here. There is a spring here. There is a spring here. When you press that key, so because of the force applied to that key, so this key is touches to the A and B contact. For suppose rows and the column contact. Once you release the pressure, or you remove the finger, so it is the spring is released. Then it moves to the it throw away to the normal. And that way you can easily close and open the key simply. A simple technique to open and close the key. A simple technique to open and close the key. Key closer. You can call it as a key closer, key open. Simple technique. Key open, closer and open. So for this one, you can use the spring. But okay, there is some problem in the spring also. I will tell you. Okay, by using this spring, there is some problem also. Okay, this is the keyboard. So in this keyboard, where you can assume this type of keys we are using, not this keys, not this keys. We are using this spring balanced keys. Now our study, we are using the spring balanced keys. This type of spring balanced keys. Okay. Now this is the display. We are talking about the 7-segment display. 7-segment display. Want to show the 7-segment? You know that there are segments. There are specific LEDs. A is one LED, B is one LED, C is one LED. So all these LEDs will form the 7-segment display. So each and display, according to the program, it can on and off. According to the program, so this displays will on and off. Okay, according to the program. So for suppose you want the number 8. For suppose you want the number 8. How this is display? So this is the 8. This is the 8. This is the 7. This is the 6. This is the 5. So this is the 9. So this is the 4. Okay. So this is the 3. This is 2. This is 1. This is 0. So whenever you want that number 0, which displays are glowing? So nothing but F, A, B, C, D, E are on. So the remaining nothing but G is off. Similarly, when you want the number 1, only B and C is on. The remaining segments are off. So wherever the number you want the 2, so A, B as well as G, A, B, G, ED is on. The number displays nothing but the segments F and C is off. Similarly. So similarly remaining. Whenever you want to on the 8, so all the segments are on. So see this A, B. So these are the connections. These are the connections. These are the connections. 8 connections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 connections. These are the 8 connections. So these 7 are 7 segments. These 7 are 7 segments. What is this 8th one? The 7 are why you are calling it as a 7 segment? Because it has 7 segments. So A is one segment, B is one segment, D is one segment. You can count this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 segments. So that's what we can call as 7 segment display. What is the use of this DP? DP. What is the meaning of this display? Display DP means a display. Here display. What is the what is so we are using this one for whether the all these segments are working or not. So whether this all the 7 segments, so you can also call it as a blank display. Someone they can call it as a black display. So to know that, or you want to check before going to the function, you want to check whether this all the 7 segments are working or not by using this DP. Okay, so this is the 7 segment display. We are going to connect the 8255 PPA. Now this is the keyboard structure. We are going to connect the 8255 PPA. Okay, first of all, you want to see how this keyboard is connected to the 8255 PPA. So for example, you are considering one problem here. So interface 4x4 keyboard with 8086 microprocessor using the 8255. So you write some programming to connect the display. So for detecting key closure and return to the key code in AL. So AL means here you know that means here nothing but the AX register is divided into the accumulator is divided into the AH and the AL. You know that AL accumulator AL. So nothing. This is 8 bits. So 8 bits are sufficient. 4x4 keyboard. So 8 lines are sufficient to connect. See this. How many lines are you required to connect? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, 8. So nothing but so 8 lines are sufficient to connect rows and 8 lines are sufficient to connect the column. So that's why you can so 4x4 means 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay, 4 rows and 4 columns. You can simply call it as. So what about this one? So for working of this one, you require the 5 rows. Okay. So now use software key to debounce technique. Debounce is also available on 10 minutes 10 milliseconds time delay. What is this debounce case? What is this debounce? What is this debounce and you see this debounce? So for suppose I have to draw the keys like this. So rows and columns, you know that we are assuming A and B points. This is the pin. So I can place here the spring and key. This is the key. This is the key. This is the spring. Whenever you press the key, what will happen here? This key touches to the A and B contacts. So by this one. So then that key is recognized by the 8086 microprocessor, whatever it may be. First of all, 8255 is recognized. Then after it goes to the 8086, whatever recognized. Then you release this key. What will happen here? So because of this springing action, so this key is 4 pin. Okay, this key is 4 pin. So for how many so how much time you are going to press the key to identify the microprocessor when you press the something key number 3 or something else? How much time it will take to detect the whether you are pressing 3 or whether you press 4 or whether you press 5 key, whatever it may be? How much time it will take to identify that key pressed? So for this we are assuming 10 milliseconds time to identify the key. So time taken to identify the key. Identify the key. This is the time taken to identify the key. So nearly 10 milliseconds is used to key close. Key closer. Key close. We call it as key closer. So this time is used to this time is taken by the microprocessor to identify which type of key, not but which number of key you are pressed. That may be 3 or 4 or something about order. So what is this debounce case? What is this debounce case? Whenever you press the key, so whenever you release that key may be has some because of this spring, it produces some vibrations. Some vibrations, etc. Produces some vibrations that causes some debounce problem. So that is some debounce problem. We'll see it the exact diagram for this. Okay, okay, you understand this? This is the key structure is like. So now we can connect the now we can connect. This is the microprocessor side. Sorry, this is the microprocessor side. This is the 4x4 keyboard interfacing. Now see this 4x4 keyboard interfacing diagram. So this is the microprocessor side. You are drawing this one. Is the 8086 microprocessor side. This one is also these numbers is also microprocessor. These are the pin type. These are the address lines. These are the address lines. You know that reset IO read IO. So in this case, M by IO bar pin is equal to the which one? Is equal to 0 or 1? 0. Because this is the input output device we are going to connect. So this is the data bus. This is A1, A2. You know that A1, A2, IO read, and these lines, the CS bar lines will form the read or write control logic. You know that you remember this one, this pin. This is a 40 pin DIP, 40 pin DIP. You know that this 8255 you have 3 ports: port A, port B, port C ports. And which mode you can operate this one? Either mode 1 or mode 2. So for our simplicity purpose, you are operating this as a mode 0. Mode 0 and mode 1 we are going to operate. Because why? Why only mode 1 and the mode 2? Because for interfacing this keyboard, it requires rows and columns. These are the columns. These are the rows. These are the columns. So column address is provided by the port B. Rows address is provided by the port A. These are the port A pins. These are the port B pins. So that's why while we are interfacing this 4x4 keyboard to the 8255 PPI. So for this PPI, so we are using port A pins at the same time port B pins. So port A of 4 pins are used as a row addresses purpose. Port B of 4 pins used as a column. Now these are the keys. These are the keys we are going. Whenever you press this key, so first is identify the row. So this is the second row. Okay, this is the second row. First suppose second row. Which column it is? A second column. Now it is because of the programming, microprocessor is identified. Second row, second column, there is some key. You write the programming on that way. So it identify the key number for suppose it is a key number 4 for suppose like that. Okay, so for writing the program or you want to operate this 8255 PPI in different modes, you write the CWR. So CWR means you can programming the microprocessor. CWR means here command word register. So based on this command word register, we are going to operate this 8255 PPI is in a different. So here we are using here mode 0 or mode 1 in this case. Mode 0 or mode 1. Most preferably are using mode 0. Okay, because there is no necessary to using the handshaking signals or stopped signals, nothing but port C signals here. Unnecessarily, we are not at all using the port C signals. So that's why in mode 0, so port A, port B, and port C is available. But in mode 1, port A and port B is available. At the same time, port C is used as a strobe signal or handshaking signal. But in this by connecting this keyboard, we are not at all using this port C as a strobe signal. So that's why you can prefer the mode 0 for this case. So for you want to write this 8255 is work as a mode 0. For that one, you write this some program. Okay. For this one, you write the some program. This is a program to write this. First of all, you so this is the some flow chart for writing the program. First of all, you want to initialize the 8255 PP as a column as a initialized row address at the same time column address. Wait for debounce. So how much time you are waiting for that one? 10 milliseconds delay is you can allow that to microprocessor read that. So you can set the row counter at the same time you can set the column counter. So for that counting for this one you are using the CX registers. So where you can use this this address as the AL or AX register, AL or AX register for storing this one. So nothing but CWR address, CWR address box, mode 0, initialization of the 8255 PPA, initializing the 8255 PPA. So now it will consider whether your row count is yes or no. So if it is no, if it is just decrement that count. If it is no, then going to the another one. So whether you check whether that the rows and column is perfectly on and off. So this way you are writing the some 8255. I mean to interface the keyboard to the 8255 PPA, you have to write the programming for that one. You draw the flowchart for it. Okay. So what is this key bounce case? Where usually it has a mechanical push button, not a digital, a mechanical push button, a spring balanced push button. So once you press the key or release once, the mechanical components of the key do not change the position smoothly. Yes, see, because of see as you know that this is the key A and B row addresses. This is the key. This is the spring. This is the key. This is the key. This is the spring. When you press the key or when you release the key, so it will not done very smoothly. It done somewhat roughly. Because when you release the key, because of the springing action, it produces some vibrations. So when you press this key, touches to the row A, column B for suppose A and B points. That's what a power is on. When you release this key, but it is not smoothly releasing because of these vibrations, it produces some debounce keys. So because it produces some transients. So these transient variations interrupt the multiple key presses and respond according to the microprocessor. Suppose. So how much time it will take to read this key? 10 milliseconds time is taken by the microprocessor to read that key, whether maybe you press the keys number 3 or 4. But you are not waiting that much time because you are typing in the keyboard very quickly, very fastly for suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, 9 or something about that when you are typing the keyboard quickly. Because of this, nowadays in our advanced laptops and as well as your desktop also, we are using the spring balancer keys nowadays also. So we are pressing the keys very fastly for suppose quickly, rapidly. So because of this vibrations, what will happen here? So microprocessor, if you so because of these vibrations, it produces some transient problem. So what is this transient and key means? You just understand. So because of this reducing the vibrations, see this. So when you press the key and release the key, what will happen here? Vibrations are produced. So we are not waiting. You are not waiting to press the another key up to the vibrations are nullified or vibrations are going to zero. So before that vibrations are not nullified, you are pressing the another key. You are pressing the another key, or you are pressing the multiple keys. So because of the vibrations are not at clear. So this time, so because of this one, so microprocessor may confuse that one. It or because of so what will happen is this vibration produces some transients. Because of the transients effect, microprocessor is unable to read the key in this specified time because of this transients. Okay, for suppose you press the two keys knowingly or unknowingly at a time. You press the two or three keys at a time, knowingly or unknowingly. Two keys at a time. What will happen here? What will happen here? Microprocessor is considered any one of the, but 8255 will not identify that case. 8255 PP will not identify that keys. Whenever you press the one or more keys at a time, this 8255 PPI. So this is the keyboard. You see this? This is the keyboard. This is the keyboard. This is the 8255 PPI. This is the microprocessor. So you know this is the microprocessor. This is the microprocessor. This is the microprocessor. So whenever you press the two keys at a time, for suppose these two keys at a time, this 85 PPA is not identify that any one of the keys. It is not identified. Okay. Okay. You understand? It is not at all identify the any of the key. So, so this is the debounce case. So debounce case. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Just let's see this. This is the so why you are taking this much time? You know that why you are taking 10 milliseconds time? This time is used to nullify the vibrations to read the key efficiently. So that's why a 10 microsecond, 10 milliseconds time is utilized. So this is the key. This is the key. This is the key. This is the key. This rows as well as column. For suppose you assume that rows and column. This is the key presser. You can press the key and release the key. Press and release the key. Release. Press and release the key. Press and release the key. Okay. Well, see this. This is the press and release law. Now see this. Now see this. So this is some 5-volt supply. So whenever this is now this is the vibrations. This is the vibration. So this is the key reading case. Key read. This is the key read. Key read. This is vibrations or transients. You can also call it vibrations or transients. Transients, etc. You can call this as. So this is the key release cases. Key release cases. This is the key. So whenever you want to release the key, the spring has the spring. Spring has produces some vibrations. So you wait until that keys, I mean microprocessor is wait until that vibrations are nullified. Then after microprocessor is read the dictate. That's why take 10 milliseconds time to read this. This you can call it as a key bones problem. Key bones problem. So okay. So this is the hardware device to reduces that key bones problem. So at the same time, so for using this 825 we are going to interface the display. So 80H, so they are given the CWR address. They are given the CWR address, but how to initialization of the 825 BPA CWR address as a port A as the output port. Enterprise 7 segment display. Enterprise the 7 segment display. You know that. You see this. So you know that port A you can. So they ask that to, they can give in the problem to connect the port A. So for port A, so so port A you have the 8 pins. Port A you have the 8 pins. Nothing but is P0 to the P7 8 pins. So 0th pin is connected to the G. Nothing but this is the 1. Whenever you are connected this one, it shows the number. What is the number for this one? What is the code for this display? This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number to be displayed. So number to be displayed. How to so number to be displayed this one. So number to be displayed like this. Whenever you are giving this one, so it displays that number. You can see this number. You observe this number. So see this. You are remember this 7 segment display. Which one is on? This is logic low. Whether that may be logic low means 0 is on, 1 is off, for suppose logic low. 0 is on, 1 is off. So this is A for suppose A, B, C, D, E, F. This is G. Whenever I want the number for suppose 7, for suppose 7, which numbers I am going to on? A, B, C. See this. A, B, C. I want that A, B, C is on. I want that A, B, C is on. For suppose here they can give in the problem 5. 5 means here, I think 5 is like this. So nothing but C this one. A, F, G, C, D. Okay, you forget this one. You forget this one. This is display, blank display. To this whether these 7 segments are working or not. So this is used to 7 segments are working on 5. So this one you see this for this one. For this case is logic low. I think low is on, nothing but 1 is on, 0 is on A, and again F is on, again G is on. You can see this. Again C is on, again D is on. You know that this is logic low. Nothing but logic low means 0 is on, 1 is off. So 5. Again you want that 6, you want that 7, you want that 8 also. So for this one only I can mention only 5. So I think the problem they can ask that to make to show the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 6, 7, 8 is also there. 8 and the 9 is also there. And 0 is also there. This number is. Whenever you want to on the 0, which numbers is going to on? 0, 0, 0. 0 means here, you see this A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F is on, nothing but zeros. Remaining, simply G is 1. G is 1. So for 0, I will write this one. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Simply it is 1. G is 1. Nothing but this is on. This is off. And when R is on, so that is 0. For suppose you want the 8, what will happen here? The 7 segments are on. Nothing but all are zeros. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all are zeros. Like that way, you write that. So this is the code to write. Code CF9286 CCA4. Nothing but you are not confusing this one. This is the code for this one. And okay, this is the code for this one. So you are not confused. Suppose you are take the 92. So nothing but you can divide into the 4 bits. 4 bits. See this 4 bits. What is this one? 1001 is nothing but 9. So 0 1 0 is nothing but the 2. This is 2. So 90. So this is the C. This is the C. So this is the F. All ones is nothing but F15. This is the F. You are not confused. You can divide into the 4 bits. You are dividing into the 4 bits. See this 92. So similarly, whether you want the 8 or whether you want to write the program to on the 8. What is the code for this one? 8. What is the code for this one? FF. Code for this one is sorry 00. All is on, nothing but all are 1, nothing but this is 1, always 1 1, nothing but 80. 80 is the code for 8. This is 80. 80 is the code. Okay, why it is for suppose you are taking the for suppose 8, nothing but this is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. This is nothing but the 80 is the code for 8. Similar. Understand how to write this one? So by based on this display, based on this, you see this display. You see this display. You see this display diagram. Then you assume that which one is on and which one is off based on this display numbers. Based on this display numbers. Okay, which number you want to on? According to that, you on this 8 ports. So always this DP is on. Remember, this DP is always on. So remaining, these are the low level logic. Remaining signals are the low level logic. Low level logic. Low level logic means here 0 is on, 1 is off. Remember, 1 is on. It is not the 1 is on. This 1 is off. Low level logic. You are not confused about this one. Okay. So this is the way. Same again. This is 85 Mbps. Again, you are going to connect the microprocessor as a 8086 microprocessor. This is data bus. This is this means by combining this one you are write the CWR also. Okay, so this is the 7 segment. See this displays. See this. See this. We are using port A. Port A going to connect this this segment. See this segments. So this is the one segment here. A is one segment here. One segment. So these are the segments, 7 segments we are going to connect. So for this one, we are giving some resistor to interface this LED segments means LEDs. LEDs to these ports we are using the some resistances to interface this device. These are the displays. Okay. Okay. This is the display section. This is the display section. This is the 825 p. So this is the interfacing of the multiplexer sound signal. Okay, so as a display is concerned, maybe you can for suppose this is one 7 segment display, this is another 7 segment display, this is another 7 segment display also. So I want to take the how many displays? How many displays here? I want to take the 1, 2, 3, 4 7 segment displays. For suppose 5 7 segment displays. 5 7 segment displays. So I want to know the I want to on the I want so at a time you want to display the 1 2 3 and 4 for suppose for this one how many how many displays I'm using I mean 4 7 segment displays I have to use here for suppose. In this case these numbers maybe I show that numbers 1 2 3 4 or maybe I show that numbers this direction also. This direction number 1 for suppose I change the pen color. See this. Maybe this this direction also. Okay, this direction also. For suppose 1 2 3 4. For suppose from right to left, left to right. You can display the numbers from right to left or left to the right. You can display the numbers. So we can display the numbers from right to left and left to right. Okay. So how this keyboard is displayed simply. So whenever microprocessor is want to display whatever that number, for suppose 5 number, that information is transferred by using this 8-bit data bus to this port. You can write that port to the port A. Port A is send that signals, and that what either A is on, B is on. According to that one, this displays on and off. Okay. So first of all, my information from microprocessor to the 825A PPA to the port A. Similarly, in keyboard case also, when you press the keys, this information is goes to the port A through this data bus through the 8086 microprocessor. Okay, first this data, whatever the data you want to press, the data is read by the or moved to the port A of 825A PPA. So once this 825A PPA send information to the 8086 microprocessor, I have the some input keys information. Then only microprocessor is read the data. How to know that microprocessor there is a data? It simply send the interrupt request. Every time it send the interrupt request. Okay, simple. But there is some problem while interfacing this 825 PPA to this keyboard. What is that problem? So whether you press the 2 or 3 keys at a time. Microprocessor is nothing but by using this 825 is unable to understand which key we are going to press. This is the keyboard problem. Then what is the problem of using this display? So there is no functionality of display the numbers from right to the left to the right in this 825 AP. There is no functionality to display the numbers from right to left or left to the right at the same time for each and every operation. For suppose you just want to send a microprocessor to display the number 5. Okay, display for each and every cycles. So you can refresh that 825 PPA to display the another number. So for each and every operation, so this 825 PPA, it going to refresh to display the another number. Okay, to avoid the problem of pressing 2 keys at a time, and at the same time to avoid the refreshing at a time. Okay, whether you refresh the the 825 PPA for every display functionality, so microprocessor is wasting so much of time. Okay, so whether you want to reduce these two problems are going to reduce this nothing but this keyboard as well as display problem, we are using one of the especially designed device for keyboard as well as display is 8279 keyboard and display interface. This device is designed. Okay, tomorrow class we are going to discuss this 8279 how to overcome these problems faced by the keyboard as well as display by using this 8255. Okay, so thank you for this today for joining this class.